I got that bet. Motherfucker.
We are live. That was awesome. We are live here at Orange Weekly's halftime
Love it.
hash.
Let's
Boom.
do this.
How you doing, Jared?
I'm feeling good. Had a few to drink. It's been a tough, interesting first
Yep.
couple drives was rough, but
I am right there with you. You are
look,
not
we're gonna
alone.
be up. We're gonna be up at half. We're leading this game, which means we can keep the ball, control the ball. We're running very well, which is something that we've asked for a few weeks now. Just keep the ball on the ground, and shit, we're up at half. This is the first time in a while that we've had this feeling.
Well, first time we've had a lead since the Ravens game. So
Right.
approximately 240 minutes of gameplay have gone by since the Broncos had a lead, and
Those
we've
are
had
just
two
numbers.
leads today. So
Those are just numbers.
But so what have you seen from the first half that's kind of maybe inspiring you?
So the first part is that we're running well, and I think that's the biggest part. Our defense is in that bend don't break mentality. Had a big play from our special teams. Obviously the mitts Shelby Harris with the big block I think is super helpful, and ultimately I think it just comes down to that bend don't break mentality on the defense. There was a lot of times I'm like, guys, we had so many third down options to stop them on third down, and we didn't do it. And that's big. So yeah, I'm super excited. So my comment earlier, if you guys didn't see it, come back and watch this. I got a little vulgar with my bet. One of the Ragers that we posted, if you don't follow Ragers on Twitter, one of the last minute Ragers we posted was over 4.5 sacks in the game by either team, and we have already got that at halftime, which is huge. We also one of the Ragers that we got so far is Melvin Gordon over 12.5 receiving yards, and that touchdown was a 15-yard touchdown to Melvin Gordon. So loving it so far. We got to keep it up. That's really what it comes down to. Keep the ball on the ground, keep running the clock out, keep controlling the ball, and I think we're gonna be good.
I would like us to see and this is being picky now at this point, I know. I would like to see us run the ball just a little more. We've had 12 pass attempts to only 8 rush attempts, and really 7 because Teddy rushed for 1. So 7 planned rush attempts. I would like to see that just a little more even. I'm
okay with 50-50 as long as we're continuing to move the ball. Like, and the
50-50.
problem,
It's a little
the best part
lopsided
is
right
like
now.
2nd and 6, we run the ball for 4. I love it. I'm perfectly fine with a 3rd and 2 as opposed to a 3rd and 8. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for all joining in. Pass rush is starting to do good. Thank you, Mario, for chiming in. I agree. I think Weatherly, that pickup from Minnesota, with the big sack at the end there, and obviously with the pick in the end zone. I'm not gonna lie, I was here celebrating a little early. I didn't see the pick, so thank you, Rob, for letting me know. Interception at half. Daniel, thank you guys so much. But yeah, no, the pass rush is doing good. I think the big sack from Weatherly at the end, we're starting to get a little bit of pressure. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure with a little bit more kind of understanding that Tyler Heineke, with what he is a running quarterback. So that's super important to remember, because he definitely had that big run earlier on. I think we rushed 6, and he ran it up the middle for quite a big gain. So
Yep.
My only concern is, and if you've been listening to the broadcast, they've been mentioning a lot too, is that they are picking on our linebackers in coverage, especially with the outs, the tight ends, the running backs on the outside stuff. Baron Browning doing pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, my one negative comment on our defense right now is Justin Stranad looks lost out there.
Yeah, he does.
It was super unfortunate. There was a couple times. I mean, there was one play that I saw him going in, looked like he was in on a blitz, got right in front of the quarterback, saw that it was a pass, and tried to go find his guy.
Yeah.
That was an unfortunate time. But you know what? Well, we're keeping it up. They should have kicked a field goal there at half. I legit thought they were going to kick a field goal. That's why I came in to do this. Interception in the red zone sounds awesome. Rob, thank you for bringing this up, because I do want to mention this. Thank you, Kev, for showing up. I mentioned that we would get a first down in the first half.
You were correct.
And then we got all the way down.
Incredibly wrong.
Yeah, and we got all the way down almost to the red zone to back it up to the 50-yard line on like a 3rd and 30 something.
I was about to say, we're going to score on this drive, and that's when things are going badly for us. So, Anthony, yes, we are actually winning again 10-3, and we get the ball back to start the second half. So this is an opportunity for us to put ourselves in a really good position. We cannot afford, if you're asking me to go out there and get anything, even a field goal, I think would be a wasted opportunity on this. Run the ball, control the clock, get down to the red zone and get that touchdown. Make it 17-3, really put the Washington team in a crunch and really control the game from there on out. Joel, happy Halloween indeed. It's Washington. I'm so excited about Bridgewater's new attitude. Yes, so I don't know if you saw the notes he has on his armband. Smile, be happy, be yourself. Okay, I like it. Anything to kind of just remind yourself of who you are and stay whatnot. So, Jared the Swami, there you go, man.
Yes, calling it every time.
I might be wrong about my score prediction. I'm seeing a little bit more. You would say sense of urgency, the feeling to the team of not only just better play calling, but executing those plays as well. So it's not great. It's enough to put us in the position we're in right now, though, and I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. Mike, I love this comment. Browning, Young, and Williams are our top 3 inside linebackers going forward. Yeah, no, I like it. I like Williams at defensive tackle. Browning and Young are actually looking like they're stepping up. I do like what we've seen from Young after picking him up from the Rams. Even Weatherly on the outside, I think I like what I'm seeing from him. The defensive line and linebacking core, which again they're trying to take advantage of and just not doing a very good job of. I like that because I think that Young pickup really shows a lot of what we have for the future, and George Payton and being able to understand who he's grabbing. Both those guys playing very well today.
Yep, agreed. Red Cloud 2010 for Denver was his score prediction. He might be the first one to win the bet that we have for anybody who watches the pregame show. Make sure you check that out. We always go live about an hour before game time, and we take your score predictions. If you're right and the Broncos win, you win some awesome Broncos and Orange Weekly swag. So make sure you join us next week and get your predictions in. Competent coaching staff. I would say, yeah, this is probably one of the better called games that I've seen in a while.
I agree. On the offensive side, it's not predictable. I think that's the biggest part about it. The plays are not predictable, which means we're getting big plays out of it. We're getting runs on 2nd and 6, as opposed to normally in our history we're not getting those runs. So yeah, I agree. I think the offensive play calls are getting there, and we just need to execute. If we can finish executing through the rest of the game, then we win this game. Again, it's a Washington football team, but I think it's a big step
Something
forward
to build off of.
Yeah, and I like this, Mario. Glad to see Albert O back. Yeah, Albert O has been targeted a couple times on specific plays, like targeted plays, screens, specific outs. It looks like Teddy Bridgewater and Albert O are on the same page, which I really like. So it's nice to have him back. I would like to see Noah Fant get a little bit more targets. But if Albert O is his comfort and we're getting the first downs with him, why not? So the one thing I want to say too here is Teddy Bridgewater on the timing routes is doing very, very well. There was a couple timing routes to Tim Patrick. There was the one to Cortland Sutton that really kind of got us the first down and got some momentum in the drives. I'd like to see more of that, those timing routes, because that's really what your game can derive around if you know what the coverage is on the other side.
Completely agreed. Overall, he's looking pretty good. There was that one throw that was almost intercepted that was well overthrown.
Way high. Oh, well overthrown, yeah.
So take that back. It was an interception, thank God. That would have been bad. Talking about Noah Fant, he's only been targeted once. He's been targeted 3 times. He's had 1 catch. So, right. Yeah, I think we could definitely afford to get him a little bit more involved in there.
Yeah. Well, the one was the one that was way overthrown.
Yeah.
Yep. Not his fault.
But overall, you're looking at 4.0 yards per average, yards per carry average, and then receiving 16.6. That's a pretty damn good number. We're looking across the board. We're outplaying Washington in pretty much every category. So Heineke does have 2 more passing yards than Bridgewater, but that's as even as it gets, right? So pretty good, man. I can't complain.
Yeah. We're winning at half, and at this point, this is the best we can ask for in Broncos country. We're not going to get a blowout. We're not going to get up 17-0 at half this year, it looks like. But at 10-3, which again, I walked in here doing halftime expecting a 10-6 game, and it's very nice to see 10-3 and us getting the ball back. If we can put up a decent drive, even just to get down to the red zone and kick a field goal, I'd be comfortable with a 2-score lead. And that's what I'm looking forward to on this next drive is what do we do with this opening drive kickoff after halftime? Do we make the adjustments or do they make the adjustments after half? Yeah. And that's talking about the coaching staff thing. That's what it's going to come down to. Who makes the better halftime adjustments going into this game? Because if Washington football team's offense comes out and scores a couple touchdowns on us in the second half, it's going to be a tough sell for the coaching staff.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, make sure you hit that react button, that thumbs up button, and the share button as well for us. Make sure you check out all our podcasts, the pregame and postgame podcasts as well. Make sure you subscribe to those. Give us a review on those. 5-star rating would help us out a bunch. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you listen to your podcast. Postgame podcast will be coming out probably Tuesday. Let's see here. Gerald, Sherman call for longer passes. My thing is, how's the offensive line holding up? There have been some times where didn't look like they've been holding up really too much at all. So I think we're doing, giving Teddy enough time in the pocket to get the plays off that he wants. But for much longer, I don't think we can really afford to have him. I mean, the pocket's kind of already collapsing as it is.
Right. Yeah, the deeper passes. While the concept is there, I like it if we can get the protection. But it happens time and time again as an offensive coordinator. The second you call a long pass is the second they call the blitz. And it just unfortunately works out that way. I like what we're doing. I think controlling the clock, the long passes are going to be there eventually. We're going to be able to take a shot. I think Judy is playing. It's great to see Judy back. He does look fully healthy, which is really nice to see. Because it's turning the defense. It's making the defense think that we're going to go to him in the slot, which I absolutely love. And it's opening guys up like Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick on the outside.
Yeah, Tim Patrick leading the way right now. By the way. Two receptions for 50 yards total.
I will say this though. I saw Tim Patrick's catch, the one that he I don't know if it was like an out or corner, and he like jumped seemingly for no reason. I thought that was hilarious. I'm like just sitting there watching like, why'd you jump?
Just like, because he could.
Yeah, it's like I was like, I mean, he got the first down. He got plenty of yards. I think he got like 20 yards on that catch or 15, 20 yards on that catch. But I was watching. I was like, why did he jump? Like what?
Because he can.
I mean, he got it, and he can. And again, he's still one of the most consistent wide receivers we have as far as not dropping passes. And it was great to see him out there getting excited with the first down dances, all that stuff. It was great. Yeah, style points.
Style points indeed. Chris, thanks for the comment, man. As anybody who's watched the show before knows, we are here for you all, the fans. So the more fans you tell about us, and you can bring them on over here and include the shows. I mean, we try to be as interactive as we possibly can during these live shows. So we want to hear from you all and your thoughts. So got a few more minutes here yet before kickoff. So post your comments and questions. What do you all want to see from the second half from this team? Jared, are there any concerns you have in the second half? Anything we can do to, that we should be watching out for?
My concern is with what the coaching staff's going to do at halftime. We talked about coaching over and over again for the last 2 weeks. And are we going to be able to make the adjustments at halftime, or is Ron Rivera, who's a Super Bowl head coach, going to be able to make those adjustments before we do? And that's going to be my biggest thing. I'd love to see us make those halftime adjustments and be able to come out at the second half and drive down and score a touchdown to get us up by 2 scores, even a field goal, get us up by 2 scores. I would absolutely love it. And Rob says it right here: stick to the run game. Stick to the run game, control the clock, control the ball. Let's walk out of Denver right now with a win, because we all know the Broncos need a win.
Agreed. Hey, Mike, thanks a lot. I will give everyone a reminder. If you like us, go check out the Mile High Roundtable guys. They're pretty good as well.
Absolutely.
Great guys. They have some great content. So Mile High Roundtable, that's another group that you want to check out for their content. But we are getting ready for the second half. Jared, thanks for everything, guys. Reminder that we do have Monday night Orange Weekly After Dark, starts right after Monday Night Football. Tuesday is Bourbon Broncos No BS, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And we got the pregame and postgame podcast as well. So check us out. Jared, any last thoughts? Ball is away.
No, but absolutely love this Paul from Sutton, England. Shouting out for the
international,
Broncos.
Man.
Love it. You know what? All we got to end on. I'm excited for the second half. Let's finish this game with a win. We need a win. We all know it.
Agreed. Cool, Jared. Thanks a lot. Everyone, enjoy the second half. And as always,
Go Broncos.
Here we go, boys.